addition, the match penalty shall be automatically suspended from further competition until the president of the Canucks score! Sheldon Dries! Now Waters on a 2-on-1 with Stevens. What a breakout. Here's Waters down the wing. Wrist shot, scores! Glass and out. Oman skates onto it. Plays it down low. Taken away by Solovyov. Dangerous pass and Oman scores! A giveaway ends up in the back of the... Down low for Carlson. 30 seconds to go on the power play. Baines to Wolanin. Walks the line, back to Baines in front, and Oman scores! What a setup! Face-offs, one back to the point. Wolanin, quick feed over to Baines. Back to Wolanin. Now Podkolzin, one-timer, scores! Carlson has it, feeds the point to Baines. Under pressure, down low to Carlson in front, shot, and they score! Niels Oman, hat trick! You're kidding! No way! 3 goals! They've tied it! This place is alive! Niels Oman! Christian Wolanin first to it, shoots it around the boards. Not out, but it's picked up. 2-on-1 chance for Stevens and Baines shorthanded. Here's Stevens down the wing, cutting in, shoots, scores! Stone Cold Stevens, short-handed goal. One 0 Eagles lead. Sean to center, had it knocked down by Wolanin. Wolanin with a saucer pass to Waters. He has a man in front, centers to McDonough. He scores! There they go. Dries gets it back though. Right wing feed, Podkolzin down low to Dries. Jam play, rebound, they score! Baines! Waters on the right side. Trying to turn away, passes to Ratu. Now to the point. Here's Johansson with a shot. Waters rebound, scores! McDonough with the steal. Trying to feed it in front, but got it taken back, and now Ratu with a pass. He picks off in front for Gatcomb, and he scores! Mark Gatcomb! Power play about to be over in 5 seconds. Canucks will be 1 for 4. Here's a long pass the other way. Behind the defense is Carlson with Sasson. Carlson shoots, and he scores! What a pass! The Canucks catch the Eagles.
That was McWard who gives down low. Baines elevates it out to the right point. Looking to go right back to Baines. Ducks around from the check of Wolf and onto the point. Wolanin, his shot, scores! Center point area. Only one home game. They gave up 2 power play goals to the Ontario Reign last Friday. Here's Wolanin at the point. Delivers left. Wrist shot. They score! Jet Wu turns it to the near side. Off a stick to the corner. Baines leaned into a pair of assists for Baines in this game. Nudged down to the point by Oman. The point saved May, or rather off a stick. And a piece of it, but not enough. Redirect play. And Baines is on the board. Comes to Gaucher. He's bodied up on the near side. Tracy then gives to the point. Man out of the box. They'll find him. Streaking into the zone. Coming in. Schmiemann to the goal. He scores. Spins and sweeps it up the near side boards for Tracy. That one will be taken away by the Canucks. They'll play it out to center ice. And Ratu, left wing side to the zone for the empty net. He scores.
To the near wall, back down low, Archdeep Baines, throw it in front, they score. What a beautiful play. Archdeep Baines to Sheldon Dries, and Dries
back to Stevens, who circles the net to the near side. Up top for Wu, he scores. Jet Wu brings the Canucks right center point, thrown in deep, looking for Carlson, centering, loose puck. It was definitely on the goal line, and they say it's in the back of the net.
On the puck for Abbotsford. What a stretch he is on right now. 5-game point streak for Archdeep as they score. The Canucks tie the game, and Baines' point streak continues. Sheldon Dries.
It's probably the change the momentum. And the Firebirds controlled the last half of that period.
Here's a shot, and they score. Abbotsford gets one back. Max Sasson makes it a one-goal game. Smart dump in by the Abbotsford Canucks as Dries puts it to the net. He scores. Sheldon Dries bangs it by Drieger, his second in the game. And the Canucks.
And went through the crease. That's the second time tonight he's had a close call. Now Baines takes it the other way. Drops pass. Here's Wolanin on goal. Scores! The top. Woo, and he does. Woo off the face-off. Walks in with a shot. Scores! Someone locate Ric Flair. It's Woo, Woo, Woo. Here's Ratu off the face-off, playing it in for Carlson, trying to get behind the defense. Carlson, center feet, they score! Sasson! Down low to Carlson, Ratu finds it and he scores! Pressure feeds it in front, and Ernie overskated it, and we have a 2-on-0! Oman is going to take it on a breakaway instead. Shoots, stop, rebound, scores! Oh me, Oman! Poked away, and Dries lifts the stick at Deneen. He's got Carlson 2-on-1. Here's Dries to Carlson, and the puck jumped over his stick. Gets back in front, though. Carlson to Dries, and he scores! One hands it towards Passel. Now Klimovich in front for Oman, and he scores! Niels Oman off a broken play! Lands in the right corner, though, for Baines. Now to the right point. Johansson, long wrist shot stop. Rebound loose, and they score! Gatcomb! Hunter's pass stolen by Carlson. He's got Sasson behind the defense. Here's Sasson breaking in on goal. Sasson scores! Now to the point, wide open is Irwin. He'll throw it down low, tipped in by Ratu. They score! The kid line does it again. What a steal that steal by Sasson. Now he's on a breakaway. Sasson in on goal, scores! Puck is dropped. Griffith back towards Kemp. Baines intercepts, and here he comes the other way. Dries going to the net. Baines centers, Dries scores!
Quinney, Cormier, and Benson on this power play, but a takeaway by Sheldon Dries. He breaks in short-handed and scores. And that's why we're going to auction off this suit at the end of the night. Here's Oman with a pass down low, deflection, score. And Korzak, Studnicka one-on-one against Korzak into the Henderson zone. Studnicka scores. On the right wing side, it's chipped in by Sasson, and on the forecheck against Bischoff. He got in front and they score. Ratu, the turnover behind the net, came in front. Ratu at the top of the blue paint. Baperny's blocker has been his most valuable piece of equipment so far in this one. Pass in front, they score.
Gets a one-timer, that's blocked by Cairns. Another shot, wide open. And off that draw, shot from the point, and it beats Dustin Wu. Corner, banks it back to the point for Wu. He gets a shot off, and a seeing shot from the point. Former Colson back to the point for Jet. Wu sends it over to the left, down low, and over the shoulder at Ratu on the power play, and it's a 3-0. They can't get it past the half wall. Chase Waters looking to make the simple play. Pettersson is there. Shorthanded chance now for Mark Gatcomb, going on to Dustin Wolf. One-on-one, undresses him. It is 4-0 for the visitors, and Abbotsford now up to 6 shorthanded goals. Abbotsford, Nielsen, back to Nielsen, and they score. 5-0 for Abbotsford in the second period.
It's a tough pass to Gallant there as he was kind of
Dropping it over to Carlson, gets a shot off. Oscar Dance with a couple of saves as he just stands his ground. And no, he doesn't. On his second attempt, that squirts through. And now it's a 6. Gets it over to Johansson, shot, and it's in. Tips somehow. I think Jordan Osterley might have had that go in off of his skate.
Canucks win the draw. Here's Baines in front. Podkolzin scores! John Stevens instead. Here comes Studnicka with speed. Across the line, drop past the Dries. He comes in with a shot. Scores! Sheldon Dries. Nice entry by the Canucks. Podkolzin on goal. Scores! Stays inside the line, 5 seconds ago. Now Stevens steals. He's got an empty net. 2 seconds left, scores! Stone Cold Stevens says, hey boys. Is on the ice, Wolanin, Stevens, Baines, Ratu, and Waters. So Captain Chase Waters getting some power play time. Here he comes with a shot, scores! Launch those teddy bears! Chase Waters starts a teddy bear downpour in Abbotsford. Gets away from pressure, feeds the line. Jet Wu at the right side, takes a shot intentionally wide, bounces in front, Dobesh looking for it, they score! Jermaine Lowen! Lowen lost sight of it. I don't think he saw Waters whacking away. So that's why he thought he put it in. Now here's Archie Baines with a chance down low, cutting in, and they score! Speed the other way. Nielsen with a drag move, backhander scores! No, he didn't! Toe drag, backhand, shelf. Tristan Studenich, under pressure, loses his balance, and swooping back to grab it is Nielsen. Here he comes the other way. Nielsen and Stanika in front for Dries, and he scores! And up for Ratu. Ratu to the point for Wolanin. Canucks are changing. Nielsen, one-timer, scores! And it's stolen. Ratu in front. Here's Carlson, shoots, scores! Behind the goal, feeds the point. Nielsen, 30 seconds left in his power play. Throws it in front, Dries scores! His name is Sheldon Dries.
Go to the boards. Wright gets his stick back. Puck to the blue line. Here's a shot by Irwin and a sliding block made by Jacob Melanson. Captain Abbotsford possession. McDonough to the front of the net. They score. Aiden McDonough threw it right to the crease. And it's marked for Vasily Podkolzin. Podkolzin back behind the goal line. Carlson flips it in front, a shot off the post, and it bounces in. Good setup by Abbotsford. They strike on the man advantage to tie the game. Halfway through the second period, it's 2-2 thanks to Atu behind the Firebirds goal line, in behind the net. Quick shot, save made, but they score. It rolls past LaFontaine. Ratu does it again. Another power play goal for Abbotsford, and it.
Josh Stone. I'm going to go with Travis Bear, and I think he's going to get it 2 times in a row.
You think Bear's going to get it twice in a row?
I think so.
Okay.
I have a good feeling.
He's got the name for it.
Well, Adrian, thanks so much for joining me. This has been Roadrunners.
Drops it back. Waters scores as he threw one into the blue line. It's 2-0 in favor of Abbotsford. There's a shot turned aside as it broke a stick, and now a puck out in front, they score. There was a broken stick out in front. There was all sorts of commotion, and the Canucks able to hold in the puck out of the zone. A turnover and a goal. All 6 goals, then 5-on-5. All right, so we need 2 goals in the final 7 minutes. Here we go. Crotty up ahead. Barron, Canucks get it back, fire it in. Save Villalta, rebound, they score. Just not as sharp with the puck. Piece of it. Abbotsford, Ratu. There's a shot and an empty net goal for Sheldon Dries, his team leading 12th of the year. ENG for ABB, and it's a 6-2 game.
Linus Carlson, he's got Baines going to the net, hits him with a pass, and it actually jumped over his stick. Baines is now tied up against the boards, freed up for Sasson with the room. His shot, scores! Back to Ratu, 25 seconds ago. Sasson in the slot, can't connect with Waters. Ends up back to the right boards for Ratu. Now to left wing for Nielsen. Down low pass, and they score! Sasson! Wolanin, he'll tee up a shot. Shot in front, Wu scores! He's tied up in the corner, gets it behind the goal for Irwin with room. Irwin floats it up the wall, Dries, knocks it down for Podkolzin into the empty net, and he scores! 30 seconds ago, Wolanin to Dries on the left side. Down low for Carlson, jam play in front, puck loose, and they score! Baines! on the right side, turns, loses his footing. It comes back to the corner. Sasson to the point. McWard to the left side for Schmiemann. Backdoor pass to Baines, and he scores! On the third line as the Canucks win the draw. Here's Cicek. Wrist shot, scores! Coming. Dries trying to keep it along the boards. Instead, banks it to the point. McWard's shot. Blocked on its way through. Nielsen finds it, makes a move, and he scores! Bodies in front. The Canucks still have it. Here's Baines. Down low for Karlsson. Back to the point for Wolanin. Wolanin fakes, gives it back to Baines. Baines to Karlsson. Jam play in front. Karlsson scores! Puck comes to Schmiemann at the left point. He'll shoot one towards the goal. Stick save, and they score! John Stevens! Point trying to keep it in, and he does. Now behind the goal, it's Podkolzin with Nielsen. Nielsen has it on the left wing. Looking for a man open. Backdoor pass to Dries, and he scores! Off his shin pad! They're going in.
Jones. Cicek, Irwin winds up, and he rifles it over the shoulder of Dustin Wolf. It's 1-1 early in period 2. Kolzin back to the point for Wolanin. Face-off circle, Baines. Wolanin shot deflected, open cage, and they score! Abbotsford with his first lead. Karlsson looking to reply. See what this, and they score! The bump-up shift works for the visitors. A fortuitous bounce through the legs of Wolf and Calgary. Schwint gets it over to Tristan Nielsen, cuts into the middle. He'll follow it to the half wall. Plays it over to Irwin, shoots and scores! Matt Irwin, it's a 2-goal game! And Abbotsford wins 4-3 the final.
Kick it down, it's knocked down high slot, picked back to the top of the left circle, wrist shot in, save Rodrigue. Follow-up effort, they score. Ratu, his 8th of the season, off the rebound. Nielsen, right wing wall, trying to pivot off and check. Did so to the bottom of the right dot. Stick handling in front. Nielsen, quick shot, they score. Wing corner, picked up by Stevens, back to the right point. Wrist shot knocked down, loose puck, Glover, turned and shoots and scores. Go with a lift of the stick of Baines, left circle on the backhand. Holding it up is Sasson straight away. Holding it, right dot is Wolanin, back across, they score! Archdeep Baines on the back door all alone, and Nielsen hit him. Back in the second. That made it 3-2, he turned it over in front, they score!
Power play a little bit here tonight, where it's become a little more of a shoot mentality, where they're trying to get into a lane and get shots away, and the Firebirds are doing a great job of getting in the way.
Ratu puts it on goal, and the rebound knocked home. Max Sisson, a power play goal, and it is a 1. Get the call. Lind, meanwhile, out to center, and an awkward fall for Tristan Nielsen, but luckily he's okay. Chance in front, a shot, they score. Abbotsford comes right down, scores with 17 seconds to go in the first period. Flip it all the way down. Over the line, here is Tristan Nielsen. Nielsen, pass across for Irwin, lets it go, they score! Archdeep Baines on the near side of the crease, bats it home. Good setup by Irwin, it's a 3-1 Abbotsford lead.
Yeah, really good play by Irwin to get that puck across.
Lind and Wright. Bounce aside, and possible 3-on-1 for Abbotsford, 2-on-1 for sure. A shot, they score! A shorthanded goal for Archdeep Baines after a collision in the offensive zone. And Abbotsford gets their 2-goal lead right back with a shorthanded goal. Firebirds win the face-off. Cale Fleury can't get it back, but they score! The Canucks tie it! It comes right to Abbotsford against the left side, and it finds its way through Morris, and it's tied at 5 with 1:54 to go.
Yeah, just an unfortunate.
Baines was on Tuesday, and tonight it's the bench boss turning 39. We'll see if his team can get him a late present. Here's Baines with a chance in front. Stevens scores! Stone Cold Stevens. Now a scene's cutting in front for Stevens, and he scores again! Here's Cicek to Wolanin. Center ice feed to John Stevens. Down the right board. Stevens centering pass. Here's Baines. Takes a shot, and he scores! McDonough slammed off the puck. Sasson trying to play it in front. Nielsen finds it on the left wing. Nielsen with a shot, scores! Josh Doan up to the point. Kirkland trying to hold it in. Can't get away. Stevens steals. He's got an empty net to center. Stevens shoots, scores! Hit Stone Cold's music. Oh yeah, there it is. Plays it back down low for Podkolzin. He feeds it up top for Wolanin, who shoots and he scores! Great start. Here's Karlsson, end of his shift. He's got Baines 2-on-2. Baines takes a feed, walks in with a shot. Glove save, rebound in front, and Baines can't poke it in. Karlsson scores! Done a 2-on-1. Nice play by Tristan Nielsen. Now it's a 4-on-2. Here's Mark Friedman to Nielsen in front. McDonough scores! What a three-way passing play between Nielsen, Friedman, and McDonough. Point feed Friedman. Walks the line again. Hands off to Baines. Down low pass in front. Karlsson shot, scores! McDonough to center, now it's a 2-on-1, Sasson with Nielsen. Sasson in on goal, shoots, scores! It down low, Canuck Leaper trying to go after it, ties up his man. Canuck Leaper towards the net, Passelt in front, scores! Josh Passelt! What a job by Stevens, plays it in front, and he scores! John Stevens! On the left wing, centering feed. Missed everybody, and the Canucks have numbers the other way. Here's Cole McWard down the right wing. McWard, drop pass, shot by Friedman, he scores! Mark Friedman, first goal as an Abbotsford Canuck. Set up beautifully by his partner, Cole McWard. And this game is tied in. Wrist shot blocked in front. Puck's loose. Stevens is there. Stevens jams it in front. Jet Wu scores! Give him a Ric Flair! Held in by Johansson. He'll let one rip and he scores! Klimovich looking to find it. Gets it to Sasson. Sasson on the left wing trying to make something happen. Takes it in around the goal, throws it in front. Klimovich scores! There it is! Loose, Lowen's in front, and a follow-up try, Waters scores! Headman pass to center. Regenda had a glove down by Cicek. Can't play it out, that hit Lapina, but Jet Wu intercepts, he'll take a crack to the empty net, and he scores!
Turn that one over at the blue line, their own line. Klimovich, he shoots, and he scores!
Baines though, those swap places. Baines along the half wall, down low to Nielsen, save made, Campbell, rebounds loose, and they zip it up along the boards. Up top, McWard sends it down low, Ratty along the goal line, centering feed comes through. Wrister, score! Abbotsford is 2-4, take it to the bank. Canucks with it, centering feed deflects past Campbell and in, and just like that, it's tied up again. Baines at the top. Circle, shot, score! Fourth time here in this game. Left circle, put in front. Canuck Leaper can't get it. Rebound, score! Out, Kemp couldn't get it out either. Now to the right side, here's Baines, goes across, Wrister, score! Sasson gets it.
Here he comes with room. Waters in front for Gatcomb. And he plays it off the post and he scores! Mark Gatcomb! Trades places with Wu. Karlsson in front. Can't find Baines on the redirect. And now Muka Madulin trying to clear, held in by Karlsson. Last chance here in the 5-on-3. Karlsson leans into his shot and he scores! Baines taken down in the corner, plays it in front, wide open, here's Cicek, he shoots and he scores! for Ratu. Ratu to the point. Wu, back to Ratu. 13 seconds left, played in front, Sasson scores! Money Max! Canucks lead 3-2. They are flying!
Moves it ahead, drop pass brought in, Waters steams in between the circle, shot, scores! Able to snap it top shelf glove side, and just like that, one time scores! Abbotsford, firing, scores!
Jet Wu at the blue line, wrist shot, intentionally wide. Stevens behind the net, on his backhand, plays it in front, kick save, rebound, they score! Gakholm! Don't go anywhere, Mark Gakholm has made it a game. Nice play by Stevens to throw it in front, and Gakholm's pressure here by the Canucks. Carlson with time and space on the right wing. Carlson shoots, stopped by Wolf, trying to cover. Ratu shoots and he scores! Chuck up the wall and out. Carlson skates onto a loose puck. He's joined by Dries and Nielsen. Carlson on the left wing, cutting into the slot. Carlson shoots and they score! Sheldon Dries! What a patient move by Carlson on the entry. Cut to little pressure now by Coronado. Wu's going to take it behind his net. He's got Nielsen the other way. Gives him a pass. Carlson going to the net. Nielsen looking for Carlson. Here he comes, and he put it wide. Gets it back, and he scores! Time to go home. Linus Carlson just called.
Shot wide left. Rebound held in by Carlson. Up top, another shot. Save. Loose puck. Cleared off the goal line. They say that it was in. And with 2:10 left in the game, the Canucks have tied it 1-1 here in the third period.
Gakholm handed off, quick shot, and they score. Coming down the right wing, a drop pass is ripped home by Cole McWard. Kaspic, he's just a goal shy of matching his career high for goals in a year. As a backdoor feed is fired home, and just like that, Abbotsford has tied the score up. What a pass on that far side in the American Hockey League. 16:32 remaining now in the second. Puck thrown on net, and they score below the hash marks. John Stevens puts it up top.
Aggressive skating off the puck.
Off the draw, Gakholm takes it, and that draws a penalty, and they score. Johansson blasts it off the pipe and in. Back to the scratch. Here's a point-blank look. They score. Linus Carlson goes between the legs.
Puck protection skills are so important.
Now Carlson slings it to the net, and Sheldon Dries tips it in. The loose puck, and his pass is taken away by Ratu and worked back to center. Ratu over the line, toe drag, wrister block, came back to him, and he scores. Glover works to the point, Canuck Liepert knuckles it on net. It's tipped through, and they score. Chase Waters, the captain, has extended the Canucks lead. Carlson took a bit at the empty net from his own blue line. That was blocked. Now it's to center. Ratu twists one to the net and scores. Ratu from the red line.
Carlson right back to Nielsen on the right wing. Dries is playing in the slot. Here's Carlson taking it around the net. Try to pass in front, and they score! Linus Carlson banked it in. And the last chance here. Podkolzin down the wing. Cuts in, shoots, save. Rebound, Podkolzin can't put it in. It comes back to McWard, who shoots, scores! Just. And that is now Nielsen walks in down the wing. Backhander in front for Carlson. Dries whacking away. Carlson scores! Shot. Puck loose in front, and they score! Sheldon Dries! Irwin takes a snapshot, scores! Matty Ice, the Victoria boy with his first goal.
Back up the wall to the right point, Johansson to the side of the net, thrown in front, they score! Johansson, the right pad save made by Campbell. 28 seconds to go. On the man advantage, the pass in front all alone. Campbell lost his stick, and they score. Water trying to dig this one out.
Back to the right point it comes. Here's Wu cross ice. High slot holding. It's Baines. Left circle. A shot. They score. Cheat check through traffic has made it 3-2 with two. Over the red line. Carlson with numbers. Left circle on goal. A shot to score. Off the rush. They score again as the Canucks with Nychek breaking down on the far side.
Flipped it down the wall. Didn't get all of the puck and it's cleared. And now a shorthanded breakaway chance. Dries is in, and he scores. Sheldon
dealt with nicely by the Canucks, and now looking to break out with Cicek. Stretch pass ahead, tipped on, and in comes Dries. Left circle, Dries shoots and scores. He can't stop scoring against Ontario. It's Ickles right side, a shot, they score. Johansson got the feed from Dries, and he scores his 5th of the year. To save, rebound, in front, backhand, score. Baines in deep all by himself.
Into the benches, and now room on the left wing side for Gatcombe back over the Henderson line. Gave it across for a shot, and Walker scores. Quick zone entry as it was sent across from left wing to right. Mark Gatcombe. Canucks power play is 0 for 3. Far half wall, Baines has it, gives across McDonough, shot, scores. Just after the power play expired, the Silver Knights couldn't turn it over. It's sent on goal and in. John Stevens from right in front of the Henderson bench. He was just inside the blue line. And Baines able to corral it. Now Wu center point. Back to the left side, Baines. Wu again. Gives right side McDonough. One-timer, he scores. Puck rolls to the far wall. Banked off the boards. Nielsen on the right wing. Trying to work his way in. Behind the play. Here's a shot by Sheldon. Dries and he scores. Folks, you can hear the fans were reacting. As he was hauled down from behind, play continues. Irwin on the regroup, gives ahead for Stevens into the offensive zone. Down low, Baines scores. Stevens put it on goal. Seville made the save, and Archdeep Baines was behind every. Here's Glover in the offensive zone for Abbotsford. Pass in front, score. Glover threw it in front. Charging the net was Cooper Walker, and I'm not sure if this.
And now McDonough. Nice move. Here he comes on goal. McDonough can't jam it in. Poked away. And now Irwin with a one-timer scores! The Victoria boy, Matt Irwin, get all the pressure, and they're still not done. Here's Nielsen down the wing with a drop pass to Carlson. Shoot, stopped by Rodriguez, and they score! The Canucks dominating the last couple shifts, and they are rewarded with the goal. Tristan Nielsen looked like he got the last touch, and now we get some rough stuff after the foul. Trying to make something happen, passes to Ratu. Now Johansson with a one-timer blocked in front. Puck loose, and Sasson scores! Welcome back, Money Nelson. Here he comes, in front for Dries, open net, and he scores! And start the 6-on-5 breakout. Griffith trying to get it deep, stolen by Dries. He'll shoot it to the empty net, and he scores! Kicks it up to a stick as a man in front. It's McDonough, and he scores! Feed Wu, snapshot, scores! Sasson was in front, looked like he might have tipped it. Cross ice feed to Cicek, his shot blocked in front, loose for McDonough, and he scores! In deep, playing it to an empty corner. Now Carlson skates onto it, cycles it behind the net for Nielsen. Head up, feeds the point to Johansson. Through traffic, wrist shot, then they score! Linus Carlson! How's that for a start? Starts don't get much better than this. Now the Canucks looking for more. It's a 2-on-1. Ratu shoots, scores! Having fun yet, Canucks fans? Carlson in front, feeds the point to Johansson. Back to Ratu, looks, shoots, scores! And down low in front, Nielsen scores! Ratu, backdoor to Dries, and he scores! More, left wing for Baines. He takes the shot, and he scores! The team cutting in, his shot stopped, and he scores! Mark Gatcomb! It wasn't. Stevens wins it back clean to Gatcomb. He'll set it up for Hirose. Now to left wing for Stevens. Back to Hirose. Stevens again. Traffic forms in front. Throws it towards the stick, and Gatcomb scores!
He'll send it to the near side. Lundmark gives the puck away. Sasson right out in front, and he scores! The Moose just give one right back, and Max Sasson says thank you very much. Moose unable to clear. Canucks get it set up again. Here's Ratu from the top of the circle, down to the side of the net. Carlson out in front, he scores! Linus Carlson tried to... Starting ahead is Gatcomb. Into the zone on the left side, drops it up. Here's a hot shot, and they score! Ratu fires one right through, and it's an early lead for the Abbotsford Canucks. And Ford fights his way up to center, but no further. And now here's a good bank pass into the zone for Baines. Off the wing with the shot. Save made by Delia. Pops over him into the net. And it's 2-1. Top for Wolanin. A little stutter step. Now he sends one to the net and he scores. Christian Wolanin just floats one to the goal. Makes its way through the screen. Hits the back of the net. And the Moose pay for being unable to clear the puck a couple of times. That brings 3 penalty killers over, but they don't get the puck. And now Canucks to the wing. And a shot sizzles wide. Rebound. They score. Tristan Nielsen gets it off the wall, fires it past Milic. Off the Sheldon Dries miss, and it's 4-2 just like that. Slowing it down for Heinola behind the net. Good pressure from Sasson. Heinola then gives the puck away in front. And here's a chance for Gatcomb moving in, and he scores! Fires it right through Milic. And a turnover from...
Center feed shot, scores! Quick chance, Max Sasson with a sweeping shot from the dot, the left wing circle, puts it over the shoulder of Prosvetov and ties the game at 1. Left wing circle, drop pass shot, scores. Jet Wu with Schumann, puck free side of the cage, put it in tight, scores. Loose on the doorstep, and Max Sasson able to swipe it home with a backhand. And despite Colorado getting some good early chances, it is Abbotsford with the early top. Heels around, fires. Stop made, scores as it bleeds through. Big shot from the blue line by Stevens, dropped down. I think one center, far right, loads and fires, and a save Savchenko. Side of the cage, wraparound attempt, scores. Power move right there from Linus Carlson. Launched down the ice, and this will go into the empty net. Now scooped up, loaded, fired down the ice by Irwin into the empty.
Here's Max Sasson winding it up, picks up speed. Here he comes down the right wing. Sasson stops, 7 feet, and they score! McDonough! And Max Sasson extends his point streak to 9 games. He goes and protects the puck. Ratu cutting in, centers in front, and they score! Sheldon Dries! What a setup from Ratu! Now Carlson on the left wing looking for room, takes a shot, kick saved by Milic. Now Jet Wu lets one go, and he scores! Give him a Ric Flair, it's woo-woo! Sasson. Max Sasson down the left wing, trying to drive wide on Heinola. He gets by him. Here's Sasson, plays it in front, and they score! Linus Carlson! Another great setup from Max Sasson. He's got 2 assists. Across the blue line, Saucer passed him a lot. You'll fan on that pass. It's played to the point, and now thrown the other way for Dries. He's gonna have a shorthanded breakaway. Dries cutting it all alone. He shoots and he scores! Barteau to Lundmark. Both teams are changing. Comes to the point for Pettersson. Now Nielsen, one-timer, scores! Back to the point, Wu. Now to Nielsen on the right wing. Wu once more. Now to the left side for Ratu. Throws it in front and tipped in by Dries! Mark Gatcomb to the left wing for Waters. Cross ice feed to Ratu, he scores! What a shift after a goal! Ratu, how do you do? And now McDonough makes a play, and here come the Canucks, odd man rush. Stevens with Carlson, Stevens and Carlson, and he scores! A bunt single for Linus Carlson. Canucks are all over the Firebirds right now. Stevens Wolanin left wing in the slot. Lekaramaki shoots and they score! Arshdeep Bains! Lekaramaki shot it. It might be his goal. And yes, sir! What a chance. Now played in front for Nielsen and couldn't get the redirect. Over to Lekaramaki. You'll find Bains on the left wing. Back to Lekaramaki. Protects the puck, sends it down to Bains. Around the net he goes. Bains out in front, and Stevens scores! The right wing. Plays it to the point. Hirose for Bains. Looking for an option. He has room. Bains now towards the net with a wrist shot. Scores!
Sheldon Dries shoots, and that goes bar down. Sheldon Dries makes that 1-0 Abbotsford in period number 2. Pass, shot through, puck bounces, and they're going to call that a goal. 2-0 Abbotsford with under 9 minutes to go here in the third. Schwint through traffic, blocked by Waters and cleared, bouncing puck for that empty cage, and he scores! Chase Waters from nearly 200 feet away. And we'll get full line changes for both of the sides as we get back to 5-on-5. Here's Gatcomb, throws it in. Big rebound, and into their own net. An unfortunate play there for the Wranglers. It works out in the favor of the Canucks, and they take a 1-0 Abbotsford to negate that. Philip Johansson. Abbotsford coming the other way. Tristan Nielsen, the former Calgary Hitman, cashes in on the man advantage in the third period. Scramble on the draw. Pelche was looking for Poirier and straight into the empty net. 3-1.
Get around Johansson. Now played towards Irwin, who chips it out. Gloved ahead by Sasson. He's got Ratu in front with Carlson as well. Backdoor pass, and they score! Carlson! Dries shoots, and he scores on the face-off! No, he didn't! A face-off goal from Sheldon Dries! At the circle. Bains backdoor pass, and they score! Aidan McDonough! Didn't like what he saw, so he peels back. Hands off to Wolanin. He walks in. Wolanin shoots! Bullseye! Let's go home! Christian Wolanin just called game! He'll feed it in front. Carlson shot stopped by Wolf. Rebound loose. Carlson scores! And Dries just wins it back to Pettersson. Now one-timer by Cicek, and they score! Tristan Nielsen! Deep. Nielsen realizes that and backs away. Now Cicek at the point, shot, tip, Bains shoots, score!